We are back once again, only on It's After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel. Join me here on location. This young lady here, well, everybody I talk to loves working with her. She's almost like a sweetheart. They can't say enough good things about her. People want to do return things. They call her their best buddy. She's just so lovable. You can eat it up
Oh,
in scoopfuls. I give the sexy, the lovely, the wonderful. I give you. It's Rose D Kush. So Rose, let's start off here with AVN. How nice was it? What was it like being, I guess, the center of attention? What is it like when not
God,
only
it was
fans, but like
weird.
other performers are coming up and like they want to take your picture, they want to hang out with you, like you're like the center of attention.
Yeah, it really just for me, since I live at home with my family, and at home I'm like nobody. Like they command me to do stuff here. So when I go to these conventions or I go to like an AVN and Exotica and people know who I am, I feel so famous. I feel like a fucking Kardashian. Like I feel famous. It's the craziest thing for me, and I always have so much fun. I don't know how many people. I met so many people to like network with, other companies, other like toy companies that are trying to work with BBWs. Like I met a lot of really interesting people. It was like a blast, like nothing I ever expected.
So how nervous were you? Or are you nervous when you're networking with people who are power players, like company owners, toy owners? Because fans are one thing, talent's another. How tough is that, pitching yourself to like companies and owners go, hey, I want to shoot with you guys, let's do some work. And you're self-managing yourself. It's not like you have an agent. You are your own boss. How tough is that, like having that
Oh,
cool, calm demeanor and knowing,
I'm
okay, I'm gonna walk away if it's not a
no,
good
you're
deal.
good. Sorry. I'm such an introvert, actually. Like, I'm very, very introverted. I was not a cool kid in high school. I was a little band kid. Like, I was in marching band. Like, I don't know how to approach people and I don't know how to talk to people like that. Like, I'm very socially awkward. So, when I get put in situations like that, I really just try to boss up and be myself, even though, like, I'm a little quirky, I'm a little weird. People just seem to love it anyways because I try to act like myself. I don't try to overdo it and then lose who I am as a person, because to be honest, like that's why people are so drawn to who I am, because I'm just so myself. I don't care what people think. Like I am me. So I just try to sell myself as me. Like I'm Rose. I do this, I do that. I am award winning. I have been nominated. This is what I bring to the table. These are my creative ideas. I just try to like this is who I am. Take it or leave it.
So who is Rose? Like, give me, like, you say you're an introvert, but give me the person that we don't see. I mean, because everybody sees you as this sexy, beautiful, very, wild child, on camera. Who are you in terms of like the businesswoman, the content creator? Like, give me the person that we don't see that you think exemplifies you.
Oh, I'm very business oriented. You can ask any of my friends that I hang out with all the time. I'm always the first one to be like, let's take a picture. We need to post this all together. So we need to do this promo. Oh, let's do a TikTok. Like I'm very business oriented. I live with like my planner next to me. Like I write everything down. I am such a business woman. I always tell people, like, especially my family, like this is my job, but I'm first and foremost a businesswoman. I plan everything. I do everything. I have calendars everywhere, notebook, like little sticky notes everywhere with like everything I need. Like I am a very organized businesswoman and I love it. Like I love the business aspect of this a lot more than like anything else. Like I love to market myself. I'm a marketing genius. I love to market. It's my shit.
I'm glad you brought that up. So, how tough is it marketing yourself and staying true to your brand? Because you know how it is. There's always a company that like they want to shoot you for something. It can be degrading, or it can put you in like a negative light, or make fun of you in like sort of a passive aggressive way. How tough is it, especially when you first got into the industry, going, "No, I'm not doing this. No, I'll pass on this. No, I'm not going to risk my brand for a quick buck."
It's tricky when you get started. Now that I've been in the industry for a little bit, it gets a lot easier. Like I'm a lot more firm on the this is what I do, this is what I don't because I don't like making myself feel uncomfortable. I just try to stay firm in what I believe in. Like I really have to sit down and have a conversation with myself and like figure out, okay, what am I actually comfortable with doing? What am I not actually comfortable with doing? And then just making sure when I get to a set or getting to like a talent or whatever, whoever I'm shooting with, I just express like, hey, these are my no's, these are my yeses, and go from there. I try not to like, I don't know, like I try not to be like too press about stuff. Like I'm very easygoing and I'm very, very open-minded. So I don't have like many no's, but I do try to make it like, hey, these are my no's, and they're like hard like no's. Like I don't do this. So like I just try to be firm in who I am. Like I had to really learn throughout the years of being in the industry, like little by little, each year I gained a little more confidence in doing it. Each year I gain a little bit more. Like it's still a work in progress, but it's still like something I teach myself I have to be firm in, because if I'm not, I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm not comfortable or where the other person isn't comfortable or anything like that. Like I'm all for like very consensual, pleasurable everything. I don't want anyone to feel weird. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, nor do I want to feel weird or feel uncomfortable. So I like to put everything on the forefront. I feel like speaking about everything first is so important in the industry, whether you're shooting by yourself or whether you're shooting with a studio. Like always make sure you say like, this is what I'm comfortable with, this is not what I'm comfortable with, and always have to make sure you sit down and have that conversation with yourself so that you know.
So what are your no's and yeses? Like, give me some things you don't want to do, and give me some things you love doing because they're just you. They make you feel good. You feel like it's part of you.
I actually don't have a lot of no's. I more so tell a lot of people I am a free for all for the most part. I am very open minded and I'm always keen to try new fetishes and new stuff. Like I love exploring stuff because you never know what you like until you try it and you like it. So my big no's so far have been like I don't like blood drawn for obvious purposes. I don't like anal because it just hurts my asshole too much. I can't do it. It just hurts my asshole. Um, no, I bruise pretty easy, so I tell people, especially like if I work make sure you're not hitting me too hard because I do bruise very, very easy. I'm not like if I get one or two, I'm not, mad about it or anything like that. But I try to make sure like, hey, I bruise easy. Make sure you're a little more careful here and there. But I am on the crazier side. I do lean on the much wilder side. I do a lot of gangbangs and like orgy stuff. I do like getting my hair pulled and degraded. I do have like a degrading kink, a praise kink. Like I do like getting beat up here and there. Like it's pleasurable for me, not at 24/7, but once in a while I do enjoy it.
So how'd you get involved in this in the first place? What made this, as you said, shy band kid decide to hop on the bad foot and do a good thing?
Actually, so this is actually such a funny story for me to tell because I've had people ask me the same thing. So before I joined the industry, I actually was a kindergarten assistant teacher for like a private school. Um and I quit that job to literally go to a rave and didn't know what I want to do with myself for a little bit. I was like unemployed for like 2 months. I didn't know what I want to do with myself, but I always had like a little haha joke. And I've had this joke since like elementary school. Like I probably manifested my whole life unknowingly that I manifested it. Like when I was a kid, I used to say all the time, like elementary school, fourth grade, third grade, year old little kid. I used to say like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna be a stripper, I'm gonna be a porn star, ha ha ha, that's so funny. I say like it was the butt of the joke every time. Like it was always my joke. I don't know why it was always my joke. It just always was. So when I was unemployed, I did my research on the industry. I looked up documentaries, read articles, figured out if this was what I wanted, because I'm not opposed to it. I always really liked it, and I love my body and I love expressing myself through my body. I don't see anything wrong with it. So I decided to give it a try, and I took it and I ran with it. I love it. I've never looked back. Like, I've never thought of any other job that I could have ever had. Like, this is it for me. This is like my dream.
I was gonna say, how does that work when, as you said, you're a very shy introvert, and yet you're doing something which 80% of the country is terrified of, being naked in public. So how do you do it? How did you get over it? How did this shy little girl, or young lady, I should say now, decide to go get used to, all right, I'm gonna be naked. I don't care if people watch me. I don't care who sees me. I'm gonna do this. And yet everybody else is going, no, 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 no.
Well, I was always kind of shy in like speaking terms in how I dress. I'm not gonna lie, I always kind of dressed very skimpy, like very like I always dressed in shorts and a crop top since I was like young, since elementary school. I've always dressed a little hoey. So I've always loved expressing myself with my body, and I've always loved like it being I don't know, I guess I was always such a overly developed child, if you know what I mean. And I was always like this. I don't know. I was always a very sexual child, a very out there. I was never shy about my body. My body was never that was never like a shy moment for me. I was always very expressive with how I dress, with how I do, with everything. Like, that was never shy for me. I'm more so shy like I don't like going up to people. Like, I'm very socially awkward. Like, I feel awkward making conversations since I was always in such a niche group of kids and I never spoke outside of my niche group of kids. That's more so like where the introvertness comes from. Like, I don't mind showing my body off to the world, and I don't mind like looking, I don't know, I guess looking this gorgeous or anything in public. Um I don't know. I find it so awkward to like go up to someone and be like, "Hey, this is who I am." I don't know. It makes me feel awkward. I never really had to do that growing up, since I only talked to like since middle school. Like, I was always in some sort of a band. Like, I never really had to speak outside of bands, so I never learned how to truly like communicate to someone, "Hey, this is me. Sorry." Like, I'm learning that now. Like, through the industry. So it's been nice. Like, I've learned a lot of ways to communicate better and stuff.
So for you, how do you collaborate with people, especially when it's a lot of it is interviews. You're interviewing this person, you're trying to get a vibe, a professionalism. Like, what do you look for? And how tough is it for you, like having conversations with people, because a lot of these collaborators come from different walks of life, different parts of a world, different parts of a country. Like, how do you do it, and how tough is it, in the beginning for you reaching out, going, yeah, I want to collaborate with you, and trying to, find that sort of vibe with them?
I try to catch a vibe like online first. I always try to see, or like I always try to see if I feel the person is a good person, or I try to ask around to the people I already know, like, "Hey, do you know such and such person? Like, can you let me know how they are?" Because I try to catch the vibe. I'm very like I'm a very spiritual person, and I like to keep my energy very like whole and nice. So I don't. I like to catch the energy first. Like, if I feel the person is a good person and I feel like they're good people, they're genuine, like they're not assholes, like I'm always down to film, to shoot, to hang out. But like, I don't know, I try to catch a vibe first. I try to see like, are you a good person? If you're a good person, then I'm probably more than willing. Or like, if my friend knows you, like if I have a friend that already has worked with you prior, I'm probably more inclined to like message you and be like, "Hey, like, can we collaborate?" Because I'm not gonna lie, since I am introverted, I don't really reach out to many people and be like, "Hey, can we collab?" Because I feel so awkward. Then I feel like I'm a creeper to them or something. I don't want to creep anybody out. I'm not trying to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So I don't know. I get scared to reach out first. I let people reach out first, and then like there, then I started investigating, like, hey, do you know such and such? Do you know such and such? Because they're trying to work with me and I'm trying to figure out, should I work with them? Like, what's the vibe with them? Are they good people? Are they not good people? Like, I try to catch a vibe through other people first before I collaborate with anyone, just in case. You never know, like you never know like how a person is until you are with them and you're working with them and such.
So you have your OnlyFans, you have your many vids. How tough is it shooting what you want compared to what the fans want? Because I'm guessing at times you just want to do like, hey, you know what? I just want to do some girl girl. That's all I feel like doing. Me, Rion Cahill, Ashley Lloyd, let's do all three girl girl. And this guy, and yet the fans want, no, we want more boy girl. We want more double penetration. We want more this. So how tough is it sometimes feeding the beast and yet at the same time being happy with what you are doing?
So that's super good because I actually do a lot of things against my fans because they like very, since I do a lot of extreme stuff like gang bangs and some more shit, like they love to see me get railed, like to the extent that they want me screaming and yelling. So like when I hear back from my fans and they're like, hey, no, we don't want to see you make out with this guy or whatever. They want to see me like do blow bangs and do gang bangs. They want to see me get fucked, get slapped, get hit. Like I can't do that all the time because like I'll just look beat up all the time and I'm not trying to. So I really go against their word pretty frequent because they do want the more extreme end of the scale. Um, and I can't always provide that to them because it's hard. They want a larger group of people and they want like very aggressive stuff. And not everyone is always willing to be aggressive with me because I am so nice. And I have come across that pretty frequently where like I'll ask a guy like, hey, can you slap me or whatever, pull my hair, like, degrade me, blah, blah, blah. And they'll not want to do it because I'm so nice. And oh, look at that little face. You're so cute. And I'm like, no, but call me a slut or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like people get awkward about stuff like that. So I do go against their words pretty frequent. I do a lot of other stuff that more so enjoy doing than them. I like to bring my own creative freedom into everything I do, and I like to do little role play stuff and stuff like that. They don't really care for it, but it's what I like. I more so do my content so that it shows like what I like to do. Fuck them because they just want me to get railed all the time. Like I can't get bruised every five, like every video. Like it's gonna be too much. So I dial it back for them. I do give them something crazy every once in a while because that's what they like, but I don't try to do it too often because then they want it too frequent. So I do more so like what I like and what I feel is creative or whatever than what they enjoy because they want way too much personally. I don't know. I can't get bruised all the time like that.
So for you, how tough is it explaining to like friends and family, like, no, I can't put the phone down. No, I can't go out for drinks. No, I can't hang out this weekend. I got shoots. I got to edit this video. I gotta post these clips. I gotta take pictures. I gotta sign paperwork. I gotta follow, and edit videos. Like it's a 24/7 baby. And as everybody jokes, oh yeah, we get to make our own hours, but no, 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 no. Baby needs to be fed. Baby needs to, keep getting videos. So how tough is it explaining to people they come second? This job comes first.
I'm really glad that all my friends are in industry. I don't have a singular friend outside of industry. So everyone understands, and everyone is always more than understanding when I'm like, hey, sorry, I have to post today, or hey, sorry, I'm editing today, or whatever. Like my friends are more than understanding because they're the same way. And sometimes we hang out and just do that. Like we'll sit on our computers and post for the week and chit chat and drink or whatever. Like it's great having in industry friends. I don't know about having outside industry friends. I've tried that already and they get really intimidated by the in industry stuff. So I steer away because I'm not trying to change who I am as a person for anybody. So yeah, all my friends are in industry and always very understanding of any situation. You know, we help each other out. Like I have friends that are more than willing to come over. Like I have friends that live near me and will come over. Like, hey, can you take these photos for me? I need some help. Or hey, let's do a video together really quick because I need one or whatever. Like I love having industry friends for that reason. They're always more than willing to help out. They're always more than understanding, and they get the deal. They know that you're at the mercy of your phone. You are at your phone 24 hours a day. So even if you're not looking at them and you're scrolling and you're seeing stuff, they don't even care. Like they're like, "Oh, I get it, girl. You're promoting or you're posting or whatever." They don't even care. I love it. I love having industry friends strictly. It's godsend.
You have to change though in terms of, because as you said, you're an introvert, and I get it. It's tough talking to people. Nobody public speaking. Number two thing everybody's afraid of.
Yeah.
To get to those big deals though, to get to the level of, let's say, an Alex Blair, a Sarah J, a Laura Jensen, Ava Devine. You gotta be a people person. And that means networking with executives, networking with toy people, networking with company owners, because you want to have all this stuff. You want to have your own life. So how tough so for you, how do you start working on being more comfortable and going up to people and going, I'm Rose D Kush, we need to do business here. I'm the next big thing. How do you work on becoming more out, more of an an outgoing person, even though your personality screams, no, 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 pull in, let's rein in. We're hanging out with the band kids. Everybody else stay separate. Band kids here. Everybody else to the side.
So for me, well, I'm not gonna lie, I go to psychiatrist. I am a medicated woman. So my meds really do help me a lot. They really help me like stop the overthinking because that's my problem. I like overthink too much. Like I think I'm just trying to make sure like everyone is comfortable. So I overthink everything too much. My anxiety is too high. So like my meds really help me a lot, like differentiate like this is that, this is okay. Like we are not drowning right now. Like I always think I always think I'm on the Titanic and we are sinking, but we are not on the Titanic. We are on a little boat, like off on the shore somewhere. So I just have to like center myself. After I center myself, I can pitch myself pretty well. Like I'm very good at marketing myself and I'm very good at talking to other people. So it's never a problem of like go doing the pitch itself. The problem is like the initiation of doing the pitch. Like I have to get less anxious. I have to calm myself down and then I have to figure out what I'm going to say and then I have to make sure it's worded correctly so that I don't sound like crazy or anything and then go for it and stuff like that. Like for me it's more of the initiation of like having to do it because once I do it then I'm fine. I don't know why. Like after I do it and then I'm like okay, this is fine, this is okay, and then I'm more comfortable. It's just the step to do it that I don't know why it freaks me out a lot. So I just have to center myself. Like I have to literally think to myself, like, it's okay, it's all good. Like I'm not drowning right now. The worst case scenario is blah and whatever. I have to just make sure I am calmed down and something like that so that I don't overthink something and then like say something wrong or something like that. Like I don't want to spiral into something that doesn't need to be or make something a bigger deal than it needs to be because I'm overthinking whatever.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we're proud to have on the show here. I give the lovely, the beautiful, very just delightful. I give you this Rose D Kush. Rose, before we let you go, where can fans check you out at? Where is Twitter page, Instagram, the OnlyFans, the many vids? Where can fans check you out at?
You can find me on Instagram at Rose D Kush with 2 underscores, on Twitter at Rose D Kush, also on many vids at Rose D Kush. On OnlyFans, I have 2 separate ones. One that is a free for your first 30 days, and it is at Rose underscore D underscore Kush. And I have a VIP page, which is all access to all my videos for one price. And it is at Kush Unlimited.
Rose D Kush, ladies and gentlemen, once again, always on a pleasure. Have you on the show. We come back. A lot more going on here. Only on It Is After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel.